Hi, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 43 years. I'm going to the lessons again this year, and I asked Jesus for clarity, and then I write from that clarity, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. Today we're looking at lesson 109. I rest in God. We are given such a gift in this lesson. First, though, let me tell you that the ego was girded for battle before I even read the lesson. I read it distractedly. I put off writing, something I generally look forward to. It fiercely resists a simple and healing lesson because it is so effective in releasing us from the ego. As soon as I finally began reading it, my mind was filled with thoughts of personal failures, moments when I was frustrated, resentful, and afraid. I felt disheartened, and a wave of hopelessness that was way out of proportion to any of the recent experiences that were coming to mind threatened to crush me under its weight. I just sat and cried for a while. This sounds perfectly awful, and it felt that way, but actually it was good news. The ego doesn't put up such a strong defense unless it feels truly threatened. That realization dispelled the ego's influence. All of the darkness simply dissipated. This is the reason I write. Without the grounding influence of putting my thoughts on paper, emotion tends to unmoor me, and I can get lost in it, forgetting my purpose. But as I wrote, I could see how absurd the ego's dark thoughts were and came out from under its demoralizing trance. In this lesson, the Holy Spirit is offering us not so much a practice or a teaching, but rather an experience. I rest in God invites us into the holy stillness where nothing real is threatened and nothing unreal exists. After weathering the ego storm I just experienced, taking a few minutes to regroup and then sinking into the inner sanctuary was such a relief. I felt the familiar and welcome wave of gratitude and love wash through me. After all the drama the ego put me through and the emotional aftermath, you might be wondering who I murdered. But no, it was much more mundane sins. I felt resentful towards my son for not being more present, more helpful. I felt uneasy about something I said to a friend. I worried about an unsolved situation, and the ego kept poking at me about it, wanting to force action through a feeling of urgency. The ego is all about woe is me, and we have to do something about it. Its solutions often don't help, and even when they do, the help is temporary before it comes up with another problem. Believing its litany of complaints and fear-mongering is a way we avoid our own salvation. Resting in God is a way we gain it. The ego always wants to move on to the next thing. It resists these rests, insisting that we can rest after certain things get resolved. But here's the truth. When we give a few minutes to God and simply rest in love and certainty, our mind aligns with truth, and this is power. In the text, Jesus tells us this. The mind that serves the Holy Spirit is unlimited forever in all ways, beyond the laws of time and space, unbound by any preconceptions, and with strength and power to do whatever it is asked. The ego will never approve of this rest because it sees it as a threat. And it is. This kind of rest undoes the ego entirely. So let us not resist it today. Even just a few seconds, periodically as you go through your day of just rest in God. That's enough to set us back on our path. Thank you for joining with me in this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. and I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.